I just recorded 36 minutes of Sister Location, and I didn't check if it was formatted properly, so I'm gonna have to redo it. But I'd like to take this time to just make an introduction to the channel, I guess, because I kind of just put out all those videos without saying anything about myself. So basically, you know, obviously I like gaming. I love it a lot, actually, if you can tell. But um I didn't write down any script or anything, so I don't know exactly what's going to be said, but I don't know. I've always wanted to do gaming. Like, ever since I was little, I always had aspirations for it. I mean, I've been raised on video games my whole life. Like, I learned to read when I was 4 years old so I could play Ocarina of Time by myself because my siblings didn't. I had my GameCube to myself all day while they were at school, and then they would come back and be like, "Dude, we're not reading it for you. You had all day to play, but you didn't play." So, you know, video games are a very integral part of my life, and I mean, it would be wonderful if I could continue to create content and, get a little bit of a following and just, make genuine stuff. Like my biggest thing in life is my faith. I know that doesn't align with most people, but for me, it's more of a discipleship than anything. It's not organized religion. That's all a scam. All that prepackaged, like, one size fits all message sermons and stuff, like that doesn't do anything. Like, everybody has an individual need, and I believe that Jesus can fill that. Like, I've lived that. I know it to be true for me specifically. So it's like, I'm very devout, but I'm not necessarily religious at all. I don't believe in organized religion because it has done nothing but fail me and fail others in my life. So it's about that personal relationship that I have with God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. So, I feel like I have a calling upon my life to, share the things that I've had happen, uh, inspire, so to speak, because, like, obviously you have to live a certain life to be able to get to the point where you completely submit yourself to your God every single day. And I mean, anybody's God, like, it doesn't matter to me. I've been in recovery, and I'll tell people, like, as long as you're praying to something other than yourself, do it. Pray to a rock. That's all that matters. Just get outside of yourself. And over the past few years, I have been in recovery from addiction to drugs and stuff. That just happened because of the life that I had lived. I made poor decisions, and I bonded with the things that I should not have been. But thank the Lord that I was saved from that, and I have gone through the past few years taking rigorous action every single day to right my life and just live the life that I have up until this point, to even be able to, record a video such as this. So, you know, um, I love my life. I love what I do, and I would love to share it with people. I would love to share the happiness and the joy that all of this has brought me. Maybe make some money, because, I got a baby on the way. I have a family. I have pets. I feel like everybody strives for that. But yeah, if you watch this, just stay tuned, I guess. I already got 13 whole subscribers. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to do Five Nights at Freddy's stuff and Pokemon and Legend of Zelda. And I mean, like, I have credentials for, like, acting and modeling and stuff, but that's not my main focus. I feel like my mission in life is to create a Lord of the Rings video game that is completely accurate to the books, where you can play as each of the 9 of the Fellowship. And let me just wish upon that right now with my... Where is it? Wherefore art thou? I have a radiant... Oh, it's right here. Oh! Okay. So to anybody, wish upon Jirachi. I wish that I just am able to keep living an honest life, one that I can submit to God every single day, and, you know, just see where things go from there. Anyways, you know, I feel like I didn't cover a lot of stuff, but as I continue to make content, it's all going to come organically. So, yeah.